All right. Howdy folks, I'm Jono.
And I'm Sarah.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, the weather is feeling beautiful. It feels amazing. I have to know what your thoughts are on it. No, yeah, I just gotta know.
I have literally been walking around campus all week, like
yes,
just
so
a
real.
big smile on my face, like literally every day I walk outside and I have a little jacket on and I'm so cozy and it's nice.
No, yes, I have like corduroy joggers and I've been using that in conjunction with my hammock and I'm just like so warm. No, it's amazing. No,
That's so cozy.
But what are your like favorite fall activities since it's coming up?
Yes, I love to make a little cup of apple cider.
Same here.
Yes, and I love to watch When Harry Met Sally.
Ooh.
It's so fall and so cozy. And I just, and then like taking walks whenever it's like sunny but super chilly out. It's my favorite. What about you?
No, yeah, for me, Gilmore Girls and a hot cup of coffee. I'm just, hey, maybe I'm basic for that. I don't know. I do like my coffee black as well. It's like, I'm just lame.
You're just like Rory.
I am. Yeah. All right, folks. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.
Hello, and welcome to TUTV. I'm Brenton.
And I'm Roma. We got some exciting news for you this week. Let's get right into it. Former Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, denies reports that he considered resigning from Congress. McCarthy told reporters on Capitol Hill that, quote, "I am not resigning. I got a lot more work to do," end quote. However, hours after his removal as House Speaker last week, McCarthy was asked during a press conference whether he planned to remain a member of Congress, to which he said, quote, "I'll look at that," end quote. Meanwhile, the House seeks a new Speaker. Stephen Scalise and Jim Jordan for the Republican Party have already declared their candidacy for the role.
Jailed Iranian women's rights advocate Narges Mohammadi won the Nobel Peace Prize last Friday for her, quote, "fight against the oppression of women in Iran and her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all," end quote. Mohammadi's husband, Taghi Rahmani, told CNA that the prize is, quote, "for all the people of Iran," end quote. The Iranian government condemned the award on Friday for being an anti-Iranian and politically biased.
In a recent survey, Tulsa, Oklahoma ranked within the top 5 stateside destinations for Octoberfest celebrations. Also featured on this list was New York and Orlando, Florida. According to Home to Go, the rankings were based on a sample of U.S. travelers and factors such as search traffic and regional vacation rental prices. The Tulsa Octoberfest will take place October 19th through the 22nd. The events will include live music from nationally recognized German bands, European bands, arts and craft booths, and other fun activities.
On October 14th, an annual solar eclipse will be visible from the southwestern half of the U.S. This type of eclipse is known as the Ring of Fire because the sun is partially blocked by the moon, revealing only a thin ring of the sun's light. The path of annularity will cross parts of Oregon, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. Experts, including the task lead for NASA's Heliophysics Education Activation Team, Carolyn Wynn, urges the use of proper eye protection if observing the eclipse.
Turkey Mountain, one of Tulsa's most popular parks, is roughly gaining 88 acres after receiving a $2 million grant from the Daryl and Julie Christner Family Foundation. These donations will be used to construct trails and other amenities on the newly acquired land. Jeff Edwards, Executive Director and CEO of River Parks Authority, stated, quote, "This is going to activate a new space at Turkey Mountain that has never been ventured on or used before today," end quote. The donation will also pay for the construction of the pathway from the new Turkey Mountain acreage to the intersection at 61st Street and Elwood Avenue.
So Roma, we were obviously talking off camera. We were talking about Turkey Mountain. I asked you, had you been there before? And you said,
I have. I've gone on many walks with my dogs there. It's a great site. Has a big hill. It's a big hill.
For sure. I mean, I've never been there before, but I mean, I've heard some good things about it. And it was already like a huge mountain, like a long trail, like everything. But now they're expanding on it, getting donations to, re-up it.
Seriously.
And we were also talking about we don't know where this pathway leads to, which way is it going south and going north? We don't really know, but.
Well, regardless, it's expanding, and I think that's just an ode to Tulsa getting bigger as a city.
For sure. I'm Brenton.
I'm Roma.
And we'll see you next time.
Howdy folks, I'm Jono. Nice to see you all again. Today I'm here with Sean McLaughlin from Lambda Chi Alpha. And Sean, tell us what you're here for today.
So I'm Lambda Chi Alpha's external vice president, and I'm just here to talk about the philanthropy events that we have going on this week.
Gotcha, perfect. So what all philanthropy events is Lambda Chi Alpha hosting this semester? I'm curious.
So this Friday, we have Lambda Pies.
Lambda Pies.
So you can come out and either throw shaving cream or a real pie at one of the brothers.
Gotcha. Any brother?
Any brother that's on the list. And then Saturday we have Watermelon Fest, which is an assortment of games that involve watermelons, and there's going to be tug of war, a relay race, and then we have watermelon pong as well. And it's open to any campus organizations. Entry fee is $50, and it's 6 to 8 people per team.
Gotcha. Perfect. So, what philanthropy organization is Lambda Chi working with this semester?
So both of these events will be going towards Feeding America, and they are a nonprofit that's a collection of food banks and other food programs that really just are trying to get everyone the food and resources they need.
It's my understanding that Lambda Chi has worked with Feeding America for several years at this point now, right? Specifically this chapter.
Yeah. We've been working with them and some of the local food banks for as long as I can remember.
That's great. Oh yeah. Well, if anyone else on campus wants to get involved with philanthropy efforts, how should they do that? Is there a link or something?
So there's one link that'll on our Instagram bio that will take them to all of our signups for philanthropy events.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right, and as you said, $50 for entry fee for Watermelon Fest. And is there an entry fee for the Lambda Pies, or is it just the?
Lambda Pies is $2 for one shaving cream pie, or $10 for a real one.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right. Well, is there anything else, Sean, that you wanted to say before we wrap our interview up?
That about sums it up.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right, folks. Well, this is Sean McLaughlin, external vice president from Lambda Chi Alpha, and I'm Jono Rice. And I'm signing off.
Hello, welcome to TUTV. I'm Brenton.
And I'm Joe McCurdy. We've got some exciting sports news for you, so let's get right into it.
Tulsa football suffered their third loss of the season this past Saturday against the Florida Atlantic Owls. In the pouring rain, Tulsa's offense was less than impressive with only 376 total yards of offense along with 2 interceptions thrown by quarterback Cardell Williams. After the Owls got off to a 17-7 lead in the first half, Tulsa held FAU to a single field goal in the second half, but Tulsa's offense stalled out due to that run-heavy play calling as a result of heavy rain. The final minutes saw quarterback Braylon Braxton return to the field after he was injured in the first game of the season. With Braxton at the helm, Tulsa scored with 5 minutes remaining, making the score 17-20. Time ran out on the Golden Hurricane, however, as Tulsa suffered their first conference loss of the season.
Tulsa women's volleyball split the 2 games they played this past weekend with a game against 2 new American Conference opponents in Florida Atlantic and Alabama Birmingham. Tulsa dropped their first match in Boca Raton with a score of 3-1 as FAU outkilled Tulsa 63-46. Kaylee Cassidy led the Golden Hurricane with 19 kills with 2 blocks, but it was not enough to get Tulsa the win. After a quick turnaround to Birmingham, Alabama, Tulsa was able to bounce back against the Blazers of UAB in a dominant 3-0 victory. Cassidy once again led Tulsa in kills with 16, followed by Ariana Mangari with 8. The Golden Hurricane will be back in the Reynolds Center this Friday and Saturday for their 2-game series against the SMU Mustangs.
Tulsa women's soccer have not lost a match in over a month, with their last 2 games coming in 1 victory and 1 tie. The Golden Hurricane are midway through their conference schedule and have yet to lose, sitting at 1-0-3 on the season. Their one win came in a 2-1 victory over the Rice Owls, but have not added to the win column since. Tulsa had a chance to knock off the North Texas Mean Green on Thursday, carrying a 2-1 lead into the second half, but a goal at the 50th minute by UNT would not the match a 2-2 for the remainder of the match.
Tulsa men's soccer have lost 2 straight conference matches, dropping the Golden Hurricane to 4-5-2 overall, their worst record since 2019. In a rescheduled game against South Florida, Tulsa was able to even out an early deficit with a goal from freshman Jared Aguilar in the 12th minute. The score would remain tied until the 73rd minute when USF was given the lead after an own goal by a Tulsa defender. Their second loss to Memphis came early after conceding 2 goals in the first 15 minutes of the match. The score remained 2-0 until the last second of the match when Taka Wyatt found net and avoided the shutout.
5 sports have been proposed by the LA 28 Organizing Committee for inclusion at the Olympic Games in Los Angeles in 2028, pending approval from the International Olympic Committee. Baseball, softball, cricket, flag football, lacrosse, and squash are all on the list of would-be Olympic sports that could be seen in 5 years' time. LA's 28 proposed sports ignite the imagination on the field of play and drive culture off it, said LA 28 chairperson Casey Wasserman. Of the 5 proposed sports, 3 have been previously sports contested at the Olympic Games: baseball, softball 1992 through 2008 and 2020, cricket 1900, and lacrosse 1904 and 1908.
Now, those Olympic sports, I think, are pretty interesting.
For sure.
What do you think? What's your most anticipated one?
I think I would probably go with flag football. We talked a little bit about it, but we also talked about like squash would be kind of an interesting one.
I honestly, squash isn't very well known. I feel like it's one of those sports like curling.
Yeah.
It's got a very niche audience.
Like only seen in the Olympics kind of thing.
But I think, you could see some pretty cool highlights. I've seen, especially on TikTok and social media, squash is exciting. It's an exciting game. It's faster than tennis, and it's kind of the same style.
For sure,
So,
yeah.
But we'll see, it's still 5 years.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
welcome back. I'm Roma.
And I'm Joe. We've got some exhilarating and entertainment news, so let's get right into it.
90-day finance star Leda Margarita was arrested last week for embezzlement. According to authorities of Portage, Wisconsin, Loggerhead Deco, a glass decorating company, Margarita, 34, made, quote, fraudulent payments and withdrawals to several outside business accounts and customers, end quote. This was done by using the company's account information. The situation was brought to authorities after some victims reported having several hundred to several thousand of dollars missing from their accounts. Margarita will be facing charges for theft, wire fraud, and forgery against a financial institution.
Aubrey Graham, also known as Drake, has addressed the backlash he received from his friendship with Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown in the most recent album, For All the Dogs. The album was released on October 6th, and the song Another Late Night featuring Lil Yachty includes the following line, quote, my bank account is Magnolia, Millie rockin' A. Weirdos in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby look, end quote. The controversy started when Millie Bobby Brown, then 14 years old, shared in an interview with W Magazine that the two, quote, honestly, we text all the time. He helps me with everything, just like life lessons. He's amazing, end quote. More controversy surrounding this album, including Halle Berry's likeness being used to promote a single, and subtle references to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky are included as well.
Actress and CEO of Goop, Gwyneth Paltrow, was seen on Vanity Fair's 73 Questions using her Oscar she won in 1999's for Shakespeare in Love as her garden doorstop. According to an article written on Entertainment Weekly, she once kept it hidden on a bookshelf due to mixed emotions associating it with a, quote, tough time, end quote, in her life. The challenge Paltrow was referring to was when her father was seriously ill. Paltrow found the public reaction to her win overwhelmingly and decided to become more guarded afterward. Paltrow commented on the event on the Call Her Daddy podcast by saying, you know, I was 26. I cried and people were so mean about it, and I just thought, I think I'm going to have to learn to be less open-hearted and much more protective of myself.
This Halloween season, Hertz Donuts celebrates Friday the 13th with deliveries from a special guest. Pre-order donuts for the 13th to have Jason Voorhees himself come to your door with sweets. No minimum requirements on orders means you can meet him whether you get a single donut or a dozen or more. Hertz Donuts teased more special delivery guests throughout the rest of the month, so stay on the lookout. Call in to 918-574-1104 to place an order or message Hertz Donuts Instagram for more details.
Circle Cinema announced big events and releases for the month of October. On the 11th, Circle Cinema will be hosting a Jordan Poole double feature, which will include screenings of both Get Out and Us, as well as an introduction by Autumn Brown and Hank Bird. On the 30th, a sci-fi spectacle with Dustin Edward Howard will include a live music and video performance themed on the film The Day the Earth Stood Still, performed by local composer Dustin Edward Howard. This event is only one night and will premiere solely at Circle Cinema. On top of these events, look forward to screenings of Killers of the Flower Moon, Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour, and Anatomy of a Fall, which releases later this month. As always, make sure to support your local cinema and participate in $2 Tuesday if you are a student at TU.
Now, Roma, I really like what Circle Cinema is doing. They're kind of playing off the Oppenheimer, Barbenheimer.
Yes.
What other films do you think they could do that with? Obviously, Jordan Peele, you know.
Oh my God, yeah. Jordan Peele is a great producer to do that with. What other movies? Ooh, the Scary Movie series.
Yes.
That would be a great one.
They actually, you know, they tried to play off it a little bit more with the new Saw movie.
Yes.
And Paw Patrol. So they saw the success of Barbenheimer, and let's combine a scary movie and a kids movie.
Okay.
I don't know why they did that.
Hey, it's a combo that I feel like adults and children may indulge in. So
maybe one over the other.
Maybe.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Brad Carson. Adventure. Haha! I have done it! I have delayed the construction of the McFarland Library Starbucks by locking the construction workers in the campus dungeon.
Since when did we get a campus dungeon? There he is, Goldie. It's my evil clone from another dimension. Chad Bartson.
Rats! It's my goody two-shoes alternate version of me and his lovable sidekick Goldie. Well, Brad Carson, I've got someone I'd like you to meet. Fool's Goldie. Go get him, girl. Well, Brad Bartson, we've got someone for you to meet who? Oh my gosh, it's Motley Crue!
That's right, Goldie. We've come back to campus to rock your world, Chad Bartson. Everybody ready to rock?
Teleportation song.
Wow, thanks you guys. This almost makes me want to have you guys back for another concert. Wait, didn't all of this start because we played here the first time?
Yeah, right, we're right to red again.
So, where did you send Chad Bartson anyway?
Oh, we sent him to the campus dungeon. Where the flippin' crap are we, fools, Goldie? Ah, fools, Goldie, help me!
Hey guys, welcome back.
Howdy.
That was great.
That was I love seeing those every week, Lynn. Oh my gosh, you have no idea.
I think that was one of my favorites. I want everyone to know I did laugh out loud at Fool's Goldie. That really tickled me.
It was a good one. It was a good one. No, yeah. And
Yes.
also, we always appreciate the Motley Crue cameo.
Yes.
No, yes.
And the Star Wars reference was funny.
Yes,
I
that's
can't
true.
remember what that critter is called, but
The big dude.
yeah, the big guy in the
Yeah.
dungeon.
No,
You
yeah.
know, maybe.
I wish I watched Star Wars enough to know. But I've only watched the Lego Star Wars, which I don't think he pops up in there.
No, because that's from Boba Fett. Boba Fett?
Okay.
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian.
The third movie. The third movie.
Gotcha. Okay, third one. Gotcha.
It looks like the creature that Boba Fett tames
Okay.
in Boba Fett.
Okay.
There's so many little creatures in dungeons in Star Wars. Like, that's the one thing you have to know.
Wow. Okay. No.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm like a big Pokemon fan, so maybe I could like shift my interest. I think that's
Yes.
like doable. No. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as cute though in Star Wars. They're a little
See,
scarier.
that's a point I definitely have stuck by as well. I will say that.
What is your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked. Okay, so you guys know Gengar, the big like the little like 4-foot ghost that looks like a cat kind of. Okay, there's a lot of lore behind him, but I won't go into that.
Can you go into it just a little bit?
Okay, so there's another Pokemon called Clefairy. They look pretty much the exact same. However, like one of them looks inverted, and it's thought that, like, you know, one of them is like its alter ego, or like, you know, it's like evil form, and it's like they both were released around the same time. They're both in the same Pokédex. It's like, you know, it's just you have to ask these questions, and Pokemon has not explicitly addressed that one head on, and I'm just like, guys, we have questions, you know? Yeah.
I think we need a package where Jono talks about Pokemon conspiracies.
Oh yeah.
Because this is really intriguing to me personally.
I got some tea for y'all.
The Pokemon tea.
If you want like the behind the scene, like the actual like in real life tea too, I have that too. I have it all. But all right, folks, that's all we have for today. I'm Jono.
I'm Sarah. We'll see you next week.
See you.